So here in front of me today I have our product, the Mimic Sander. The Mimic Sander was developed and created specifically for the sanding industry, and it builds on top of our previous Mimic force torque sensor, where we can actually move the robot with these human movements. Why you would want to do that is, for example, if you're working with pieces with a lot of curvature, it can take a long time to actually program a robot to do all these different movements with these smooth movements, but with the Mimic Sander you can do it in split seconds. So there are some various features that the Mimic Sander offers. You can, for example, you can activate force control, which moves the robot at a constant force down to the piece that you're working on. You can also lock the height of the robot, so you can still do some angles, but you will always keep the same height. You can also lock the height as well, so now the robot will move constantly in the same position. By pressing record, you can quickly now start to record a program for the robot by teaching it with human movements. So going around the object, this. So now I have quickly created a robot program. The Mimic Sander also has some features that gives us the possibility to, for example, tune the recording afterwards. From here on we can actually start to notice where we can actually do the recording a little bit better. For example, if the tool didn't hit the piece in the right direction or right angle, you can actually go in and you can start fine-tuning it. So moving the robot a little bit in or out. You can also, for example, activate force control, activate the tool at specific points, and you can actually activate a constant robot speed, for example. So when you have a recording set up, you can now quickly go in and save the recording. And then you can actually start creating these, what we call a recipe for it. So I can drag in the recording that I just did. Playing it. Now, in this way, we can actually start creating multiple recordings. For example, if I wanted to work on this piece here to start with, and then I wanted to work on the sides of the object, or I wanted to work on another piece afterwards, while I can move and replace this frame at the same time. The Mimic Sander also has some other features. For example, you can program a robot with point-to-point, so specifying a certain point within the program, and the robot will then move between those. And you can also specify these certain points, for example a certain area, and then the robot will start working within that area with some settings where you can, for example, adjust the spacing or fine-tuning the speed of the robot, etc.